What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Average Mike, and today we are back on this closet build, the bathroom remodel, and I screwed up. So I'll show you what it is. Stay tuned. Alright guys, welcome back to Average Mike's, and again, back on the bathroom remodel. I did mess up, but nothing that we can't fix, but I'll show you guys in case you're doing a project similar to this, adding a wall somewhere. I just didn't think things through. But before I get to that, I do want you to go hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you like the video afterwards, comment below what you guys think. I do have merch, teespring.com/stores/Average Mike. Link is below in the description. So let's get to this. So where did I screw up? In the last video, if you haven't watched the last video, go ahead and hit that button right up here somewhere to catch the first video where we kind of draw everything out and we cut where the wall is going to be. Now I knew that this was just kind of temporary. I knew I was going to have to pull back some more sheetrock so that I could properly build a wall and mount it to the perpendicular walls. But what I screwed up is this. As you can see, this is perfect for a 2x4 to go in. We're gonna build the wall here. The problem is I should have cut starting against here and over. And that is because now there's no support for this drywall here. And there's also no support for this drywall here. One side, you're gonna have to not have support, unfortunately. So this side, you're gonna have to cut back to a stud so that you can put a new piece of sheetrock in, have support here and support here. Otherwise, when you go to spackle, it might give you some problems. And even still, somebody, in the bathroom is probably less likely, but if someone were to go and push against this wall, it would crack all in that corner, which wouldn't be good. So, but if I would have started here to here, this would have been supported on here, and I wouldn't have to do that. So what you'll see later in the video, I'm going to I'm going to build this wall, see if I need any more wood. And then go get wood and sheetrock. But I didn't account for this wood here. So what I'm gonna do is, again, build this wall. We're gonna have to pull this sheetrock back to a stud, 16 inches here. And then also on this side, that'll open this up. I'm gonna build the wall and put it against here, mount it to this stud, but later I will add another stud here for this new piece of sheetrock that will go here, and that will have support. And then we'll also build out this side so that this piece also has support. And we'll have to do that on both sides. What lucky part here is that up at this soffit, there is no center sections because it's small enough that you have support on both sides. You don't need a center support anywhere. So that piece should be fine, as well as the side piece here. But the ceiling, we're gonna have a problem. I did get lucky here in the sense that that top piece is supported. If you look, I don't know, I might not even be showing you right, but this is on half of that supported, or of that 2x4, and then we'll also have the support from the other piece of sheetrock that's going to be mounted on the side of this back wall. We'll also have support there, so that should be okay. This piece, I might not move that back either, only because one, nobody really goes up there. I don't see anything happening to where I would need to. Actually, I could really throw, and I may do that, throw a piece of 2x4 above before I put that. Actually just thought of that, and that's probably a good idea. That way I don't have to cut this piece back. I could just throw a 2x4 across and have support not only for the wall, but also this piece of sheetrock I can screw in. I won't have to do that here, and yeah, that's probably a good idea. So I can't do that necessarily here because, one, again, I'm gonna have to bring this back anyway because I can't get a piece of wood here. On this side, I may be able to do that, but I really wouldn't have. One, I have to build this wall out, and in order to build that out, I'm gonna have to get behind it too. So I am gonna have to go this way. I am gonna have to go this way as well. It's probably the easiest way to do it, even though we're adding sheetrock. So, but this definitely I could get away with just throwing a piece of 2x4 up there, mounting it, and then mounting both the wall, like I said, and this piece of sheetrock, so I don't have to touch the ceiling. And ceiling sheetrock sucks, let's be honest. So I don't want to have to do that. So, yeah. So, but for right now, what we're gonna do, and I kind of already marked out. I marked out the center of this floor, and see if I can get these pieces in here. I marked out the center of the floor. We're gonna go with 30 inches of door, right? And they're gonna be barn doors. So we're gonna have 30 inches of door to play with. So, but since they're barn doors, you want the opening to be slightly smaller that way. There is a little bit of wiggle room to allow the barn doors to close completely and cover, you know, the whole opening. Since there's not really a set, you can kind of slide barn doors wherever you want. You just have end points on each side. But 15 inches will not only 15 for each door, so it'll be 2 doors and they'll be split. So 15 inches will give me enough clearance to, you know, bring the door all the way open so we can utilize the whole opening, but as well as bring this door shut, both doors shut, and then you know, close the whole opening. These 2x4s are 16 and a quarter long, so your wall is going to be 16 and a quarter out, 16 and a quarter out, but 16 and a quarter also gets me minus the ½ inch of drywall gap here. It'll get me pretty close to that opening completely. So, like I said, all good. We cut these bottom pieces out, and what I'm gonna have to do is use my oscillating saw, cut this floor out where this 2x4 is. I actually drew lines on both sides, and then what I'm gonna do, as you can tell, behind my ladder here, that's where the old cabinet was. They did build the floor around that cabinet, unfortunately. So, and I don't have this floor, any extra pieces, and I would have to kind of pull back to kind of fit it in evenly. The floor underneath of that actually isn't horrible for a closet floor. So it is just, you know, linoleum, which is, you know, it's okay. So what I'm gonna do is just cut this across the back end of this opening. I won't do that right away, but ultimately I did draw a line, so I am gonna cut across there. We'll put some kind of threshold here and then pull up the rest of the floor behind it, and we'll just have this linoleum floor as our closet floor. So if we ever wanted to change that for whatever reason, I don't see a reason to. But if we think it's somewhat of an eyesore, we can either throw linoleum back on top, or, you know, put some kind of other floor inside, or redo the whole floor in the bathroom. That's an option as well. But we'll go, and I'm willing to bet that, like I said, this floor in the closet, generally you don't see too much of the floor in the closet, so I don't see it being a problem. So let's go ahead, and for now, let's pull these 2x4s back. We'll take our oscillating saw, cut around here, and pull these sections up so that way we can start building our wall. That'll be our base. Like I said, we'll cut a long enough piece, make this section, and then we'll go from there on both sides. All right, moving right along here. So as you saw, we did get these cut out. Both sides, both fit pretty well. So we're good there. Now the next piece, which I already cut, I'm gonna build basically a square here. You know, put in a piece of wood on the wall here, and I have a piece for here, and then a piece for the bottom, which we already had, and then a piece to go up flush against this soffit. Maybe if I point it where you need it to be, flush against this soffit here. So, and then we'll have another piece that comes right alongside of it. And then it all depends on where it lands for the door. Yeah, so this piece of wood that goes on the edge, we're not gonna go all the way to the edge because the doorway needs to be there. You'll see that, but from almost the end there up to the top, we'll be there. It won't go all the way to the edge, and then we'll have the door, and then this piece will tie into the top of the door here. So let's get this piece in. Like I said, we have all the pieces. We have our screwdriver somewhere. It's probably outside. I did tack this wood in up here as well and throw in some drywall screws to hold that piece up. So that's set to go for that top piece to cover up. One thing we are gonna make sure of is that all this is completely level. I'm happy with where this piece down here is gonna go. I believe I went off of this line. Like I said, I think that line is more accurate than this wall that most likely because of drywall or spackle and stuff kind of has this wall. Maybe just a tidbit concave. That's what I was kind of seeing. So this line I know is straight, and actually when, you know, the final result of the wall being done, I would like that wall to be nice and even with that line. So I am going with that line. I know the line is straight, whether or not it's, you know, tilted one way or the other. If it is, it's just slightly, and I'm okay with that. So, but what we're gonna do, so we're gonna set that in. We're gonna set this piece in here, but when we tie this piece in here, we're gonna make sure that one, not only is it level this way or that way, where this top piece may have to go left or right, but also level this way, so because you obviously you want that level. So all right, so let's get to work. We'll tie these 4 pieces in, and then we can continue on with the wall. Okay, as you saw, this wall is, or this section of the wall is complete. I did go ahead off camera and cut some more pieces, so that way you guys didn't have to watch me cutting pieces. I think that's how this is gonna go. But basically, this piece is just sitting there, but it is cut, ready to go. I am gonna have to get the Remington gun once I'm all done and nail these. This is concrete underneath, so we'll have to nail those suckers in. But I think next what we're gonna do is start, I basically cut the door opening, and I'm gonna start kind of placing those pieces inside. But this is all level. You guys probably saw me with the level, making sure 100%. This is the start of the wall, so it kind of leads the way for the rest of the wall to be nice and straight. So we wanted to make sure that this was 100%. I also made sure that this is 100%, and kind of, which makes sense. I mean, I cut it right. As you can see, it's a pretty tight fit when we made these cuts into the sheetrock, and I made sure that that was all level when we did it. So it makes sense once I put that wood in there. That was pretty much straight. So, so what I'm gonna do, like I said, is kind of frame this door out, and then tie in this top piece and this piece to make sure that We line up here with the top piece, and then obviously the top piece is gonna have to go over there, so that'll kind of keep this piece straight across. So yeah, that's the plan. So let's go ahead and do that, and I'll get back to you when I'm done. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. We basically, you know, we built the frame out, and usually what you do is you build everything out where the doors are and everything, and then make sure that the last step is make sure that you're 16 on center throughout and add where you need. And I guess just being a small area, we're pretty much there. The only spot that wasn't quite 16 on center is right in here, which I'm not too awfully concerned about. I'm gonna have one sheet of drywall going across the top, since this is only 5 foot. And I think what I'm gonna do is do a little 4 foot, do it sideways, 4 foot, 8 foot, and then I'll have a piece at the top. But that way I don't have any, trying to minimize the non-tapered joints. You know, it'll look better that way if we do it that way. I'm not gonna be able to avoid it over here, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to do that. But for now, I'm gonna try to figure out exactly what I need for drywall, and I'm gonna have to run to the store. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Probably was a short one, but you know, we just have to go in baby steps here. I don't have a ton of time, but I wanted to keep you guys updated, and I want to get some stuff done and get a video out for you. So this is gonna be it. I have to run to the store, get some drywall, but it's coming along. It's coming along well. So again, if you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe. Really helps us out. Turn on your post notifications if you want to catch the next one that comes out. We also have other projects going on, like the Mustang build, some automotive projects. I do have an HX project, C2HX that I'm rebuilding. I haven't forgot about it, but I haven't posted a video on it in a while. But I do have some huge plans coming, involving maybe a place I can work on a lot of this stuff on. So if you're curious, again, subscribe, turn on post notifications. That'll be coming out hopefully soon, and I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.